Pakistan. I don't know what is the time frame in the other parts of the world, but good evening from Pakistan. I'm Huma Kirmani, and I'm a TEDx speaker, an author, a poetess, a human rights advocate, and whatever the people they may call for a good purpose, I'm always there. Okay, thank you very much for the kind invite, Maheen, Cheryl, and Sayeeda. Um, as far as the things which are related to the status of a businesswoman in the society in a country where I'm living on for years and years, uh, there are many barriers. But hats off to the women who are the successful entrepreneurs. They are running their own business, and let me tell you, it's not today's story that women they are very actively participating in the startup business. It's a time when the women in the rural areas of Pakistan they are doing their handicrafts and they have been acknowledged and quite popular amongst foreign countries. But regretfully, you know that what is the dilemma that these women they have not been acknowledged internationally because the work is being taken, and the different women they different people they pay them the money which is not enough to run their mill, but somehow the handicraft work of Pakistan is quite famous all over the world, and there are silent you can say there are many unsung heroes of this small business which is going on in rural areas of Pakistan in small villages, whether it's Sindh, KPK, Punjab, Gilgit Baltistan. The women they are very active. So the it's a high time that these women should be acknowledged internationally. And one thing that I would like to say that uh, people they have different misconceptions regarding to the religion that we are following, Islam. That Islam does not allow women to work as a businesswoman. Here, I would like to say one thing that our Prophet's wife, Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, first wife, Hazrat Bibi Khatija, was a successful businesswoman, isn't it? And our Prophet was working at her business as her employee. So it's that's what I said, that that's not the story of today, that we say that the women they are doing the business and they are just struggling them to be the women, though there are restrictions today. But as far internationally on this forum, I would like to say that the religion, Islam is not orthodox. And I've given you the example of our beloved Prophet's wife, Hazrat Bibi Khatija, who was a successful business lady. And there are many other examples. Um, the first thing which comes to my mind when we talk about the businesswomen, that the businesswomen should be, you know, able to take the risk taker, compassionate, composed, and professionally sound. Uh, in a society, in a male chauvinistic society where a girl is driving the car, so the people they say, okay, that she's not driving the car appropriately because she is a lady. So in such a situation where women they are working, um, they are really the brave warriors who are breaking the glass ceiling of the society. And as I said earlier, I I salute and I pay homage to the silent heroes who are working as the running, and who are running their handloom businesses at home, isn't it? They are good in stitching, they are good in embroidery, they are good in making poetry and painting the poetry. So these are the women who are really doing a very, very hard work, and it's time to that their work should be acknowledged, and they need an appraisal in the sense that financially there should be microfinancing setups for such ladies, as it's very successfully being implemented and executed in Bangladesh. uh, as far as we are talking about United Nations SDG goals, yes, it is what, but I think that for reaching to United Nations is um, a woman who is silently working and doing her business. She should have been given, um, or she should have been encouraged to speak, because one thing I always say, that the world knows one Malala, but there are so many Malalas in our land who are brilliantly and courageously working to run their business. Uh, as far as I know, the women who are just doing the business on the small grounds, they need support. They need moral support. They need financial support. So it's very important for everyone to take care of such silent workers who need really a moral and financial support and acknowledgement as well. Okay, and the women is, the status is quite high. It's a wrong conception that women cannot be a business lady. She can be, and that it's all about the mindset. It's all about that how you take the perspective to see a woman running her own business. And the other thing is that we should be connected to such women who need our support. The other thing that I would like to mention here, that it's not like that only in the first world country the women they are successful in taking their ideas in the implementation of their ideas. Here as well, we have in Pakistan one the first women bank, where the entire team is of all the women, from CEO till the manager and the clerical staff. So this is how the people should know that what is Pakistan is basically has turned into. We should have worked on the positive impact of the country, where the people of our country should learn that women has got in their lives. Their freedom is more important. Their rights are more important. And one thing, if my thoughts can be reached to some a very dignified young lady, whose names I don't want to take here because I don't want to make this forum political. But yes, climate change is very important. But in place of that, you cannot ignore women's rights, isn't it? Women's right is something different that we all need to speak on. But climate change is also something very important. But these two are parallel. These two are not at all in the same words that you can say, okay, if you are talking about the climate change, you shouldn't talk about the women's rights. And the women's right is this, whether it's a small business or a long extended business internationally, the women, they are working very hard. And I request through this forum, through this program, that hundreds of women of Pakistan in the rural areas, it's not the story of today that they are running their business or they are engaged in uh, um, making their business. They have not been applauded, they have not been recognized. uh, the things, the handicraft of Pakistan is great, famous all over the world. But I wish that people can see that on very, very minimum support on a very minimum financial states that in all 5 provinces of Pakistan, the women, they are striving hard to create a steadfast status being a businesswoman. So be intact, be composed, be compassionate, and be professional women, because there is no life if we will not take any sort of risk in our lives. And I salute all the women who are just doing a very, very hard work. Thank you so much. And I hope that I'm clear what I wanted to say here. That is, that is my utmost request to everybody who is listening to me, that you may Google the handicrafts of Pakistan, and you'll see immense pictures of the various women who are working in the villages, in the rural areas. I just need that their financial, their moral status has to be a level, uh, one level or 2 levels should be raised.
Thank you.
And thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
Huma.
you.
And
Thank
I
you.
guess